Welcome back in, everyone, to EA Sports coverage of the NFL. It's Falcon football as we resume play in the second quarter.
Ready.
They begin the drive with Robinson. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So a PI call going to cost him there defensively. What did you see?
Well, I think it's the right call, partner, because sometimes we'll see officials kind of let them play. But by the letter of the law, that's definitely a penalty.
And he stopped immediately there. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. And we'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Cougar 19.
They'll set up a throw. That's complete to Mooney. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
They'll set up to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 34-yard line.
That's another Falcons first down.
That's a good throw right there, and I know it's just the preseason. But let's face it, these reps are important for him. He's trying to learn a new playbook, hopefully mesh with his new receiving core. I know it's a lot to ask, but so far, he's looking pretty good.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Back to throw again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. Now the question, what do you do here? Time not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here. Don't end up in the end zone. Ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed that's the plan of attack.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Man open, that's Ray McCloud. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well run route.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Here we go, set. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Check out.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That one too wide and incomplete. Here's second and 10.
It's now second and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Check out.
They'll look to throw again. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Hawks, 70, Hawks.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
Finally, this defense makes a stand. They'd given up touchdowns on their first two drives, but here they said, we've got to put a stop to that. Good coverage there to force a punting situation and a fourth down.
So, Charles, this is a game that certainly had some intrigue, but I think you and I both agree. We like the decision to not play overtime in preseason and just call it a draw.
Partner, I want to meet the person who disagrees with this decision, and I just
The dream of reaching the NFL has been realized. But within this opening chapter, there is a message for every rookie. In the NFL, nothing is given. Everything must be earned.
After the brief pause, welcome back to the NFL on EA Sports. We'll pick up the action back in the second quarter. Back for our second quarter, it's Falcons football. They'll start this drive out, 1st and 10. Straight to the air they go. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Robinson on the inside give. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
Gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
They'll throw 3rd and long. Gets this one to London. And he's going to be pushed out up near that 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
72 more.
First down, play action. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. That throw intended for Drake London. And it sets up 2nd down. From the gun, it's Robinson. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. They get an even 10 on that play. And that is good enough for an Atlanta first down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
1st and 10, around to Robinson. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
Throwing from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That one intended for Drake London. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Pass play coming here. He just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. They'll air it out on 3rd. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. So they take their shot for the end zone, Brock, rather than focusing on that first down marker. And now they've got a decision to make.
Yeah, I think with that incompletion, they've made the decision. You better send that field goal team on. They took their shot. They just couldn't finish it.
Falcons ready for their next possession. And the last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well.
Ready, break. Set up. 60 by 6. Set up.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Little off center. His man just couldn't adjust to it.
Kid, I think that's a little taster, little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays into some contested coverages, and he couldn't do it right there.
Cougar 19. Ready.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. That one intended for Drake London. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
That's a throw at this level with so much speed and length. You got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Mooney downfield, and he has it. And he's got a bunch here up past the 25 before somebody gets to him. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
At the 26-yard line.
Let's go. 70 Timberwolf. Ready?
He's going to throw it again. The catch is made down the right sideline. And he's going to be pushed down up near that 40-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
That throw was looking for Kyle Pitts. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Throw right side, caught by Mooney. And he needed a little more room to reach that line. The stop is made in time. That brings up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
The Falcons headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. They don't have much time left, but facing a small deficit, they could try to get this into field goal range.
Here we go, shot. 70 line, go.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Titans get the football back at the opposing 45.
Oh, he was looking, Kate. He was trying to find a lane, but just simply nowhere to go. I don't think he'll be too heartbroken heading to the sidelines, though. He still made the play, took the ball away, got his defense off the field. And
the Falcons ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. They're going to need some unlikely magic here if they want to find any points with almost no time remaining. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And a nice start here on 1st down. He gets him 6 before the stop is made. So a 2-score game here at the break. Some work to be done as we get ready for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Scott Hansen. Scott?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the 3rd quarter as we're ready to kick off the 2nd half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Falcons are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. It's a 14-3 ball game as they take over following the score.
Here we go. 19 Tiger. Ready.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. This is thrown towards a defender instead. Man, he's the one who makes a play on football. That's not what this offense wants. Incomplete on 1st down. Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10.
Panther 60.
Throwing now off the play action. And it is intercepted, but he couldn't stay in bounds. Ooh, offense catches a break there.
Incomplete.
Looking for his wide receiver there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Into double coverage. Ooh, don't want to do that. And he's there for the interception. Majarius Sneed with the INT.
Intercepted by the Titans. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
The Falcons headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And the question out there is, Brock, how early and often are they going to try passing here after they were picked off on the previous drive?
Well, I think the answer to that is how much trust does this play caller have in his quarterback? We're going to get to find out right now.
Set. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Complete. It's Bijan Robinson. And in a blink, they are up to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. An excellent gain. 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once. I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80. Hut, hut.
They'll throw it here on first. Hits him on the out route. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Ready. Ready.
They're going play action. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. That play good for 17 and a first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Hawk 70. Go.
Throwing from the gun here. Throw caught at the 6. And in for the Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
So it's a win on the road for the Titans. And they'll enter the final week of the preseason with a little momentum thanks to this victory. Ahead of that last tune-up before the games start to count.
This franchise considers him a key part of its future. In its present, though, he's going to have to earn his playing time and faces an uphill battle to unseat the current starter.
Welcome back, everybody, to AT&T Stadium here in Arlington, Texas. It's the Falcons in possession of the football as we rejoin the action in the first quarter.
Ready? 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Cougar 19.
Now back to throw. This pass is caught by London. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. The first-round pick looking comfortable in this offense. First down.
Falcons, first down. It's a gain of 53 yards. And the Falcon first down.
The defense, they weren't fooled on that post route. They just couldn't make the play.
And the offense definitely tried to fool them because you saw the other route combinations, didn't you? Anything that they were running trying to draw attention away from the deep part of the field, but still had it covered, yet they were able to come up with a nice play.
He's got the hook up to McLeod. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Here's 2nd and 7.
19 Tigers.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side. There's London. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
It's a gain of 18.
4 catches now on this drive alone. They can't stop it. It's another first down.
First and goal.
Robinson. Touchdown, Falcons.
Well, just about an ideal start to this one offensively because on the road, you want to make sure you quiet the home crowd early. And how do they do it? Nice march to start things off, let the run game find its footing early. That drive certainly checked a lot of boxes, and they finished it off with a touchdown run.
Comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 36-yard line.
Back to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon. They just go out and make plays and kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Atlanta now coming out on the field. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find the hole.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First down. 24-yard gain on the play.
Here we go.
First down, Falcons.
Robinson up the middle. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
At the Cowboys' 32-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Kyle Pitts from 21 yards away. And the Falcons have taken the lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He was able to connect with Kyle Pitts on the previous drive for the touchdown. And now they start here, first down.
Go! 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's complete to Mooney. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Falcons, first down. A gain of 13 yards. First down at 9.
They'll look to throw here. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
At the 60, at the 60.
He'll look to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. These offensive starters still out there in the second quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the third quarter, if not all the way through it.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the third quarter, they might pull them after that. If not, might leave them out there a little bit longer, but I'll guarantee this, they'll be gone by the start of the fourth quarter.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last point?
Not every Hall of Fame career begins with a superstar debut. Many faces in Canton needed time before they got on the field. Such is
Let's go now. Cougar 19. Ready, ready?
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 7.
Here we go, set.
Now, faking the give. Open man down the field, Mooney. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a first down.
First down, Falcons.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, that's his tight end, Pitts. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
And the Falcon first down.
He'll look to throw. He's got it inside the 5. And he's going to be brought down. A first-round pick looking right at home in this offense. It's a first down.
First down. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover. Plays like this, it just shows how special he can be. In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage.
And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Darnell Mooney. Touchdown, Atlanta. His first touchdown of the new campaign. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
Raheem Morris there, Falcons head coach. His team ready for their next possession. So, Greg, let's pull back big picture and talk NFC South for a second, a division that you know so well. We've got teams that have been to the Super Bowl in the last 15 or so years out of this division, yet people overlook it at times, and maybe they've overlooked how good Tampa's been the last 4 years, too.
Well, it's funny, Mike, you think it wasn't very long ago that the NFC South was the toughest division in football. I mean,
this is caught toward the side of the end zone. Ray McCloud. Touchdown, Falcons.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure. And I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
Falcons offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line, so a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He fires downfield for Pitts. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Falls incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Josh Metellus on the coverage.
79.
They'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down. They get him back at the 5-yard line. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first as the clock stops. 50 seconds to play until halftime. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
Let's go. Ready.
From down near his goal line, he'll look to throw. Tries to get that one down the field, but it is incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up fourth down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
Falcons offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. Well, Greg, as the season starts, really the season never ends. Think back to the schedule release, the draft has become this multi-day huge event. Green Bay crushed it with all the folks around the stadium in Lambeau, and some big names will be tied to that draft forever. A couple of the rookies that you've watched that are just sticking out in your mind, interested to see how they fit in the league as the season gets going.
You know, obviously so much attention around the quarterback position. Cam Ward goes #1, and then obviously the Shador and all the conversations around that as the draft unfolded. But I think a guy that's going to be fun to watch when you talk about fit, Mike, I think you look at Ashton Genty. He gets drafted by Vegas. He's now with the Raiders. Pete Carroll. It kind of has the feel of, is he his Marshawn Lynch? Is he the bell cow back, under center, Geno Smith, play action, set up that run game, play good defense? This feels like the early path Pete Carroll took when he took over in Seattle and turned them into a Super Bowl champion. So I'm not saying Genty's Marshawn Lynch, but he certainly feels like that's the fit the Raiders were going for when they took him with their first-round pick.
He's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down. Jonathan Grenard. He gets in to drop him for his first sack. The Falcons offense ready for this next possession. So, Greg, this offense comes on the road here in week 2. Look, road games are so hard in the NFL, but it's nice to hit the road coming off a win at home.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, it's amazing how winning creates more winning. It kind of has an ability to kind of build on itself. It's a snowball effect. So when you're winning, you're feeling good, everything works. And all of a sudden, you start losing, and you start questioning everything about your approach. So the key in the NFL is win or lose, you're on to the next game. And it's the team's ability to start fresh every single week, regardless of the previous week's outcome. Those are the teams that find themselves in position of the playoffs down the stretch.
On second down, it's a run with Robinson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. A pickup there of 19 yards. First down, Atlanta.
And the Falcons, first down. A gain of 19 yards. First down, Atlanta.
Go!
Another run here for Robinson. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
Well, this has been the story of the entire game, Mike, is just how well this defense has played, particularly against the run. There has been nowhere to operate for this offense, and it continued here on this last play.
And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. This crowd into it now as we get to third down. They'll try to run for it with Robinson. And he is going to have that Falcons first down. He gets 5 and needed only a yard.
And defensively, these are the opportunities, Mike, at this stage in the game you just can't miss. It's a close game. Fourth quarter, you find yourself trailing. You've got to be able to come up in that spot and force a stop. Instead, now the offense can drain even more time off the clock with a fresh set of downs.
And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down. On the handoff, it's Robinson. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
60 Bison, 60.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Falcons offense starting to trot out for this next possession. And this game is not a done deal just yet. Still have 3 timeouts for the defense. Now, if there's one first down, it seals the deal. But there is still a chance for the defense to get the ball back. They'll run with Robinson. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up 3rd down. That's a second charge timeout for Minnesota. Clock stops with 33 seconds remaining. Now a 3rd and 2. They'll go again with Robinson. Searching for some kind of seed to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
It's a loss of 2 yards. Brings up 4th down.
So it's a win for the visiting Falcons. That was a game that was in doubt till the very end, but they were able to hold on and come away with the victory.